Okay. Questions about the priority tools or comments that we should share with people before we get too far into other tools, because we're almost out of
Yeah.
time.
So Teresa could you give the date for the tool maintenance webinar again?
It is the second Wednesday in January, and let me see, I guess
That's second, yeah.
yeah,
Second Wednesday in January is a
in the
good.
evening. And what we do is the library lets us bring tools in, and we cover all the tables, and we bring in a grinder, and we've got our tools in there, and we show people how to sharpen and how to clean their tools, and everybody sits and talks and sharpens and cleans tools. We're going to put that, we're going to try to broadcast that, but we are going to broadcast it. We're going to Zoom it and see if we can get help to people who are not able to join us personally.
Fantastic. Pat says that's January 10th is the second
Thank you.
Wednesday. Great. Teresa's also curious, do hula hose cut the weed or pull out by the root?
Hula hose cut the weed, although once they get dirty and wet and the blade's not as
Yeah,
sharp,
they
they'll poke
mush
things
it.
out too. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just muck things up.
And then we also had a question from Suzanne, not quite about tools, back to the clothing piece. She says that spring season black flies are a menace for her. Do you know, or does anyone know if bug spray deters black flies?
It does, yeah, it has for us. When we go to the Upper Peninsula, and the black flies can be murderous up there at certain times of the year, and that's helped us. The problem is the face and the ears. I mean, they go for the ears all the time, and I hate putting that stuff right close to my nose and my face, but such is life. I would recommend netting at the golf courses in the Upper Peninsula where the black flies are bad. They wear the nets around that hang from their hats.
Yeah, people have been recommending the netted hats, Michelle, of course, for the bees. And someone mentioned that they got a good one on Amazon. Speaking of the nose, Pat says that she uses good quality lavender essential oil as a deterrent for bugs.
Go for it.
Yeah, so sort of put it in your moisturizer or spray your hands and clothing with a 1 to 10 solution. Yeah.
Same thing with tansy. If you grow tansy, remember we were horseback riding, and we each had tansy we were using to keep the flies off the horses, Sonia,
Yep.
a long
Yep.
time ago. But tansy is also something that you can use to you can put tansy leaves, you can strip them all off of the branch and put them in with some oil, whether it's mineral oil, just some kind of oil to draw out the oils that are in the tansy leaf, and then use that oil as a deterrent.
Pat has mentioned that the suspension that she uses for her lavender essential oil is organic coconut oil, which actually has an SP factor as well. So a little
That's
bit of
good.
double test.
That's interesting. I would think about coconut oil as being an intensifier, but good.
Right, yeah, like old school tanning lotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Suzanne is asking about in the Bloomfield area, are those deer flies that come around? She says she gets really bit around her hairline a lot. And
Uh,
Shelley says she calls them no-see-ums if they're
no
tiny.
CMs. Yep. No CMs. And we didn't used to have no CMs that I know of in the lower part of Michigan. They were something that we had to go up north to get. But yeah, they're definitely no CMs biting, and they go for the hairline. You'll go, "God, something is biting me," and you don't see them.
Yep. And hats are sometimes your safest bet there. Especially I find around my hairline that I'll sweat off anything we try and put there. Yeah. I think that's all we've got. Anything else on the wish list? Miller's looking for a faster option for edging that worked as well as a spade, right? It's quality or speed. Sometimes that's the trade-off that you're getting.
At Dow Gardens, they called it Big Red. It looked a little bit like a scooter and was a long blade with a handle on one end that you walked along and stepped on, and then moved it to the next place and stepped on. I have not gone looking for one. I would assume that that'd be an A.M. Leonard kind of thing. But look for a what would they call that? They called it Big Red. I'll put that into the chat transcript and see if I can find that one. That's probably your better option. Doesn't do curves quite as well because you kind of manipulated around curves, but it certainly works better than using an edger that's this wide or a shovel that's this wide as you go along.
Okay, I think that's what we acrobat squirrel. The paws in play as well. Just the height of greed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gluttony in a picture. Um, that
And
is, I
Bird
think
Buddy
that's
did
all.
label it squirrel.
Squirrel. Yep. Yep.
Just in case you didn't know.